What's going on YouTube? It is Trev. Okay, so here we go with some updates on our L1 task force developments, some different things that are happening. There was a little miscommunication, which is to be expected. You got a lot of moving parts, okay? So I just want to take you to something real quick. This is going to be a quick one. I just want to clear this up for everybody before anybody tries to make a big deal out of it, because it really is not a big deal at all, okay? So earlier today, some people picked up on some things that was said by Zaradar when we did our live chat yesterday, and he talked about the fact that there is an L1 developer that they are working with who is from Korea, but the gentleman wishes to remain, I say gentleman, I honestly have no idea. The person wishes to remain anonymous for, same reasons everybody else wants to remain anonymous, right? So anyway, so people are speculating, is it Do Kwon? Is it this? Is that? No, it's not Do Kwon. Let's not get crazy about it, all right? Bottom line is the guys think that this man is one of the person. I keep saying, I'm just assuming, because you know what? Let's be honest. It's a bunch of guys, right? All the time. So it's just an acceptable mistake, I hope, right? I don't mean to offend anybody. I don't know who this developer is. So anyway, they think that this person is one of the most talented L1 developers, they've ever worked with, right? And, that's good for me. But anyway, so, people, Chuck73 was asking, about this person, and then Demon came in and answered him, said this developer offered his assistance with L1 work. He asked to stay anonymous for the same reason many in crypto do. Absolutely true. He offered his help for free of charge to the community, which also is true. He is doxxed to the L1 task force and is trusted by them, especially Ed and Tobias, so he can be held accountable. This thread went on, and Demon did say that, he kind of clarified or specified and said, no, I said earlier, this man is not being paid. But it's absolutely understandable that he would have made that error because of how things have progressed, right? But we very quickly got confirmation to exactly the way it is, and since then the tweets have been rectified, right? But let me just let me show you where I think the miscommunication might have been. So let me see if I can open this up more. This was a conversation that was held on Agora, and this was Rabbi Jeb chatting with Ed, okay? And he was talking about the junior devs and their salaries and such, okay? So Ed had said there are 2 stipends for training budget at $2.5K per month, right? Zeb said, well, this is unnecessary. It'd be great to pay out stipends to dedicated junior devs if we had the money. But we're currently short on funds, and every penny we need to go to the senior team doing the work. The juniors are there to learn and are being paid in knowledge as well as a community clout. Since they're being elevated to a prestigious level by working with you, Antobius, again without any payment to them for at least 6 months until they've cut their teeth and actually delivered on some of the low-level work, at which point the issue can be reassessed. Until then, you ought to keep them as temporary probation associates. Apart from that, all is well, blah, 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 right? He had a valid point. And I can tell you that I have not spoken to both of the junior devs, but I did just speak to one of them right before I came on to make this video. And he didn't even know that they were being paid, right? He didn't know that they were being paid or supposed to be paid until he read it in the proposal and then read these discussions here on Agora. Absolutely willing to work on this team for everything that Jeb just said here, to learn, right? And to be a part of this history and a part of this team. I have not spoken to the other junior devs, so I can't really speak to how they felt about it or what they knew, but I can tell you this one particular one said he is absolutely happy to work on this team for free. That's what he assumed anyway, right? Okay, so going on from that, and let me close that one down, and I'm going to open up this one. Okay, sorry if I didn't mention everyone here. There is a limit to 10 on the number of people I can tag. Okay. I think there were some overlaps, so I tried to bundle them. Now to an amendment to the proposal. After posting this proposal, I was contacted by a collaborator in the Cosmos who has 4 years experience running an L1 chain. I have consulted with this person in the past and can vouch for their motivation to help us. They are willing to assist us, but wish to remain anonymous. They are also willing to help for free. Okay, Demon Monkey was absolutely accurate when he posted that. But I would prefer, this is Ed now, but I would prefer that they be written into the budget. They said that they will make code changes, audit code, and contribute to the GitHub, and the community can decide on the quality of their work and choose to pay them after it is done. In light of this opportunity, I propose to repurpose the junior dev budget of $5,000 per month, so it was 2.5 for each of the 2 junior devs, and reduce the computing budget from 6.75K per month to 5.5K per month, to budget for another part-time senior developer at 6.25K. The total request budget does not change. All code commits will be publicly viewable on the GitHub. I personally believe this person is one of the best devs in the Cosmos, is massively beneficial to the L1 task force, and I hope that this is an acceptable amendment to the proposal. So now, they have gone ahead and done exactly that, okay? Now, I still have a question, and I'm sure that this question will get answered, but as I said in previous videos, I don't want to bug these guys every 2 seconds that there is a question, because I don't know how important this question is, but I know it's something the community is going to want to know, and so I want to get the answer for it. Tobias said when he was running down the list of people on the team, he did say that this other developer was a full-time developer. Now, Ed spells out here how they would pay this person for part-time work. But if he is in fact, or she, is in fact full-time, then were there other concessions made in other areas to pay this person the same as what Notional and what Zaradar are getting for full-time work? I don't know the answer to that question yet, but I will get that answer for you as soon as I can. But anyway, that's what I wanted to bring to you. This was all planned. There was nothing that was done behind the scenes, or, that was on Agora. Everybody could read it and talk about it. There was nothing that was done behind the scenes or anything like that. Changes that, were made that, would lead anybody to say, oh, here we go already with the lack of transparency. I'm just trying to get ahead of it. And I'm not trying to stick up for anything, because I do want the answer to that other question. That is something I'm not aware of and needs clarification. And I want to make this is my job, right? To get clarification on these things and bring it to the community. So as soon as I find out, I will let you know. But again, I just wanted to chat about that. I don't want anybody harping on Demon for anything, because what he posted was absolutely right. Now, we can't be everywhere at once, right? And everything is so fluid and happens fast. And so as soon as we get the information, the accurate information, we will get it to you, right? So I went, I messaged Tobias, not only here on Twitter, and he replied to me. Let me see if I can go to that one. Thank you for the clarification. So it would be right here, right? So I asked... Okay, so Tobias said in a tweet, that he is providing us with a lot more than we are paying him in return. So I asked about that. He's providing us with more than we're paying him in return, so we are paying him something? I didn't even know until I got clarification too. And then Tobias came back and said, we routed the junior dev salary toward paying him, okay? That's when I started doing some research and got all the rest of that information for you. Thank you for the clarification. This is what we're going to do. When questions come up, we will get clarification for you as soon as we possibly can. And it'll be on Twitter. I'll make videos. Whatever we can do to make sure that you guys stay absolutely informed and transparency is held throughout this whole thing, okay? All right, so, where am I going? Here am I going. All right, I got to find a better way to do this. Okay, there's me. All right, that's it. I'll talk to y'all later. If you have questions, please leave them in the chat. Comments, leave them in the chat for me in the comment section. If you could, please, if you haven't already, on the way out, like the video. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. It's the whole YouTube algorithm thing. We want this information getting out to as much of the Terra Classic community as possible. So if you could help me with those things, I'd really appreciate it. All right, I will talk to y'all later as soon as I have something else to talk about. Ciao.